But let's talk about the FRO. So that's the route planning portion of FedEx. Recently, this company called Groundswell approached us, and they've been advertising a little bit, but I sat in some seminars, and I'm always looking, I'm a lifelong learner, guys. So you're going to have to excuse me. I'm always looking for the best and next newest thing out there to help the business, help the company. So we sat in some Zoom calls for about a month and a half, online with them. We started with the big group, and then of course you get the one-on-ones, and you kind of do some, kind of side-by-side comparisons. And we actually signed a contract about 2 weeks ago with Groundswell. Now, what do they do? They use AI technology. And I met Zach, the programmer, who actually showed me the code, which is gazillion pages long, right? That takes the sort that happens at night, 11 or whatever time it happens, and it actually balances your trucks and your loads for your drivers. Now, why is that important? Because if a certain area orders more packages than another, and if I got a truck scheduled for that area, they get a heavy load that day. They're gonna get all the packages. I mean, it's just the way it goes because they're in the area. I got another truck over here that's in another zip code that doesn't have very many packages. Well, they got a light day today. They get out with 60 deliveries, and the other one has 150 deliveries. That's not quite fair. You get a day rate, you get paid the same thing I do, but I'm going to spend 12 hours, you're going to spend 4. So we call it package balancing. So the AI tool, we have some parameters that we put in, and we can say not more than this many deliveries, not more capacity than 85% of your truck, and then not more than 8 hours on the road, including drive time. Now, most of our drive time is about an hour from the terminal. So if you have an hour from the terminal, an hour to get back, that leaves 6 hours of delivery time. It's not a lot of time to deliver, how many stops can you get in? And if you average, 10 to 15, 20 stops an hour, 6 hours is about 120 stops. So the average delivery on the FedEx side is not 180, 200. It's closer to 80 to 120. A little bit lower because the packages are bigger, right? Takes a little more time. You can't just jump it out of the van. You got to get a dolly. You got to roll it up. You got to place it in a certain place, put your dolly back in the back of your truck. The trucks are different. There's not a walk-through window. Some of them are big box trucks. So, the expectation of the drivers on the FedEx side is a lot lower on the number of packages we deliver. But again, because they're heavier, they're bigger, they're bulkier, we do compensate for that to make sure that our drivers don't get burnt out.
Circling back, so you said that you're using 3 systems on the FedEx side to actually get packages from the sort to the front door. You're using DRO or FRO. You're using Ground Cloud, and you're using Groundswell. It's interesting. Our last podcast guest was Jessica Eastler. She is also using Groundswell. And I'm curious, have you been able to eliminate routes since you've been using Groundswell?
So yes, that was the reason that, of course, we looked into it, the technology. Starting August the 1st of 2026, we will now do express packages and ground packages in the same building. And our drivers will be expected to hit those time commits, 10:30, 12:30, pickups at, by 3:30 or 4 o'clock, and get them back to the building to get on the airplane to get for next day or second day delivery. So that's a change for us, right? So in preparation for that, we really wanted to be kind of ahead of the curve. And so we sought out and had this conversation with Groundswell. And one of the things that attracted me to them was the fact that it does cost, on a monthly basis, but that they were able to measure and balance your loads in such a way that maybe they can eliminate some routes and save you some money. And why is that important? Well, at the end of the day, profitability, it is very slim margins. I know you think, wow, you must be rolling, Don. You've got a FedEx, you got an Amazon. Well, it's all in the margins, right? If you don't manage your business as well, if you're not profitable, you can do big contracts but not make any money at it. So of course, that's not our goal. We want to be profitable because we can then put money back into our trucks, into our employees, leave legacy, those kind of things. So with Groundswell, the promise was that, hey, if you go with us, we're going to balance your loads. We're going to hopefully eliminate some routes. And if you eliminate 4 routes in a month's time, you've paid your dues with Groundswell. You've kind of paid for the subscription. Anything beyond that is kind of, gravy, right? So for us, you're talking $250 for a driver, probably $100 a day for fuel. And then we allocate about $75 to $100 for maintenance. So if we drop one route, that's $450 for the route that we dropped, that we still get paid for. I mean, we still delivered the packages in our contract, but we did it with less people and less trucks. And if you can accomplish that, then you can become more profitable. Now we're paying for subscription. I understand that, but hopefully the trade-off is that we're going to be more profitable in the long run.
Have you actually been able to eliminate routes since you've been utilizing it?
Yeah, so we've been with Groundswell for 2 weeks, and we've dropped 4 routes since we've been with them over the 2 weeks. It was 2 last week, and it's 2 this past Saturday that we were able to drop, consolidate. And we kind of put those levers in to say, let's kind of go conservatively at this thing and really balance it out.
Wow. So even conservatively doing the math of $450 saved per day cut in 2 weeks, you're saving $3,600 a month and 43 grand in a year.
That's what we're looking for. That's the savings we're hoping to get. So
that's sick.